Hey crafty besties, it's your crafty bestie Tabby, and I am going to click us in to our little stand so that we can play together today. Goodness, sorry about that. Ooh, let's don't go for a ride. Alright, so let's scoot everything over just a bit so we can center the desk up. Yes. I'm so glad we're back. We're back, and we're crafting, and we're besties. Yay! So, we are going to do this journal. Remember we bound this journal? And we put the cover on it, the paper cover, Amazon packaging. So, Miss Tab, crafty bestie Tabby. I love this sticker, given to me by one of our patron of the arts. It says, I think I'm quite ready for another adventure. And I think it is time for another adventure. But in order to have another adventure with this, we're going to have to find a way to cover this and this nonsense. And then we'll paint the front to match. So I thought we would mix some paints today. So I've got raw sienna. I've got sap green and burnt umber. I also have metallic paint in bronze and gold. So I think they're bronze and gold. What is this? It doesn't say what color it is, but these are the colors. I don't know if you can see them like I see them in real life, but there they are. So we're going to mix some paint. My little, look, if you need something to hold your toothbrushes, the shaky cheese that you eat, your Parmesan cheese, this is the plastic bottle of that, and this is, I don't know which one this is, but this balances it for me, because I washed it in the dishwasher, and now it's not flat on the bottom. So we're gonna put some water on a brush, put some water here, and we're just gonna start mixing some colors to make this be the color that we want it to be our Lord of the Rings-esque. Look, if you don't open them, the paint doesn't come out. Ooh, that was a lot of paint coming out. Hope we like this color. It looks like baby poo brown. Raw sienna looks like baby poo brown. And we're going to mix it with burnt umber, which also looks baby poo brown-esque. But what we're going to find out is if we get good coverage, because we want to keep it brown. I want to keep the cover brown because it's Lord of the Rings, for heaven's sake. But I want to make sure that we have coverage of the printed material that's printed on our upcycled Amazon package. Alright. So, here we go. It seems to be working. And I found, you guys wouldn't be surprised, maybe you wouldn't be surprised to know how much stuff I found that I didn't even know I still had from other projects. And I did throw a lot of things away. And you know that is intrinsically hard for me because I have a hard time throwing things away, because I believe that in this world that we're in, we need to be saving and not throwing everything away. We live in a very disposable society, and somehow that's just super counterintuitive to how I feel that we should be doing in life. So it does work. So we're going to get some more of that burnt umber and raw sienna together. And then I think I'm going to pour some of this. Well, I'll just drop the lid in the floor. I'll chase that after the video's over, if I don't use it all. But I think I'm going to drop some of this metallic paint into our mixture because I want to give it kind of, you know, Lord of the Rings is kind of whimsical, fantastical. I want to give it that spirit of whimsy and fantasy, and yeah, give it a little oomph. So I may not mix it good. I may just mix it some. And yes, I know I'm getting it on my desk mat, which will be cleaned immediately. Let's see if we can just take that after the video is over, because I found that I really enjoy having a clean workspace. Now, this is a pocket, so we're going to run in here with the paint just a little, but not too much, because when you stick stuff in the pocket, you don't want to see the tacky tags and whatnot. And we're just going to, I'm going to take some of this and just swirl it. Okay, just give it a little extra zhuzh of some of this. Is that a word? Zhuzh. Give it some paint lines. Okay. That looks kind of woodsy and Lord of the Rings-ish. And we don't want the paint to be on the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cracker box. Yes, that's a cracker box. And I'm going to flip it over. The cracker box. And we're going to see if we can't paint the back of the journal just as good as we painted the front. So now y'all know what kind of saltines I eat. And I'm okay with that. So did you all have a good week this week in customer service? Because yes, I still work in customer service. I still answer lots of phone calls, lots of angry people. Nobody calls me on a good day. Nobody. Nobody calls me when everything is working just fine and things are great. But that's what customer service is about. It's about serving people. And this week, I had someone for 20 solid minutes curse at me, scream at me, and never let me say more than, "Hello, this is Tabitha. How can I help you?" They wanted to make sure that somebody somewhere knew how angry they were. And I felt bad for them because I would have been angry too, but she never gave me a minute to. And yes, it was a woman. It wasn't even a man. Usually you think of, oh, well, it was probably some man. He was mad. He was showing bravado. It was a woman, and she was mad, and she was showing out. Oh, my goodness. And I guess I've grown as a person because I just let her. Because I thought, wow, she is really, really upset. And she really needs to vent to somebody. And then at the end of the conversation, she apologized to me because she said, well, you just listened and you just let me say what I had to say. And I said, well, what I would have said in the interim is I would be upset as well. And I am very sorry that this happened to you. There are some options that we have that I can help you with. And she's like, you even want to help me after all that? And I said, yes. Because nobody calls me when they're having a great day. That's part of the job. She said, you are so good at what you do. You're so calming. And it was really quite hilarious when she was finished. Because she really deserved some assistance. And I wish I could have done more, but it was well past the time that I could do more for her. That's the thing. If there's something wrong with something that you have and you have a warranty on it, don't wait and don't try to live with it. Call. Because if you're going to call 5, 10, 11 years later, they're not going to be able to help you. But if you call right away, like a lot of times people will tell me this has been happening since day one that I got this. I really wish they would have called me on day one. Because on day one, I would have had more power. I could have done more. And yes, I'm changing to the metallic for the front. More metallic on the front. Because when it's dry, we're going to try to paint a little Shire house on the front. And if you'll notice, I'm not rinsing this. I'm just continuing to layer and let this paint mix as it mixes. Just because I like that effect and I like that look for this. But yeah, if you have something that, if you have a piece of machinery, if you have electronics, if you have appliances, whatever you have, if it's not working properly and you know you're still in the warranty period, don't try to live with it. Because they can still do something when you're under warranty. Once that warranty is expired, your customer service people are much more limited with what they can do. And they want to. It's not that they don't want to help you, because they do. They want to help a great deal. It is not their heart to say, you can't have it. You stink. You're SOL. I don't like you, so we're not. No, that's not what they want. People who are in customer service, who are on a phone that you call, at least my team of people, genuinely do want to help if they can. And we consider it a win if we've been able to help somebody. So I don't know if that ombre's properly across the journal, but I'm hoping that it does. Now I'm putting that in the water, and I'm getting these wipes that I found, and even though they're dry because they're old, I'm going to put them in that water. I'm going to wet it up because the soap is still in it. See, you can still get a lot off. But yeah, these would be outside of the warranty. If they were dry when I bought them, I should have taken them back because they were dry. But now they're dry, and they're not dry because something was wrong with the packaging. They're dry because they're old. So I beg you, friends, please, 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 if you're whatever, insert appliance, electronics, machinery is broken out the box, call the day you find it. Don't wait. Don't wait. Do it now. Actually, if you think that something is wrong with anything that you've got and you know that there's a warranty on it, I want you to stop this video and I want you to go call whoever it is. And if they're not there, you call back Monday, okay? But they might be there today. Today's Friday. And I would like to say a special happy anniversary to my crafty bestie George, who 3 years ago today said to me, Tabitha, let's go get married. And I said, okay, and we did. Let's be married. And so we are married. And I will just say, I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. Only thing that would make me happier would be to reconcile relationships with my children who didn't understand why I needed to move so far away from them. And it wasn't about them. It was about their dad. And I needed to be far, far away so I could get the help that I needed. Because I was not mentally in a good place. So The only thing that would make me happier in my life would be reconciliation with people I have broken relationships with. And I'm just going to put a little bit more water on this wipe that still has soap in it, and y'all saw them bubbling up. So next time I'm gonna off camera and otherwise paint the inside of that, and I'm probably gonna do it completely metallic just to make it magical like the Lord of the Rings. But if no one has told you today, look, I'm so shiny. If no one, I'm sorry, my ADD is pretty bad today. If no one has told you today, remember, you matter, you are important, and you are enough. And your crafty bestie Tabby, well, I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!